because we want to talk about Loki. We want to talk about our thoughts for this season of Loki and learn some hard truths about Loki and what this means for the multiverse and the MCU. So, John Watson, what did you think about this season of Loki?
It was dope as usual. I mean, I figured it would be dope. I'm a Marvel fan. Some folks, they flip flop and get kind of iffy about Marvel, but it's dope to me. Um, it wasn't what I was expecting though.
Mhm.
It's a little
Uh,
different.
it has been a lot of flip-flopping. See, I'm a loyal Marvel fan, and the thing is, things change in time. Like it's not supposed to stay the same. And
Exactly.
I have just realized people just do not like change because that would be boring if we get the same stories and
People
told
want
by the same.
change. They'll complain about stuff not changing, but when it changes, they'll get mad because it changed.
Ridiculous. So I'm here for the evolution of Marvel, but see, people, well, it ain't got enough money, and I don't like the storytelling, and why is the too many girl characters, and there's too many minorities, why we race swapping, and da, da, da. Just sit back and enjoy it. See, when you go into it that way, you're not even paying attention to the story as is. You're
Yeah,
not,
you already got
you're not
to
even
formulate
exactly
your opinions.
not even giving the story a chance because you already feel some type of way. So I'm still keeping an open mind about Marvel. Just because something might not be for you, it just doesn't mean that it's a bad thing. Like I watched Miss Marvel. Okay, I might not be the demographic for that, but I needed to know what her story is moving forward because she's probably going to be an Avenger. So I'm like, I still want to know what her background is. That don't mean it has to be for me. That doesn't mean
Yeah,
I'm gonna go out here and bash it because it might not be for me. It might be for a younger crowd of people. But see, people think just because they're not catering to them, it's trash.
pretty much.
And
Definitely.
I've seen a lot of people who, although Loki has actually been like one of the best projects this year, some people are like, I don't understand.
Well, you ain't watching stuff.
I'm confused.
You
What's
know,
happening this
a
season?
lot of people they really aren't like watching every single thing though. And it's like I can understand it's a lot. It's a lot of stuff. But y- you can't like come at the situation like, yo, I'm confused as to what's going on. If you skip like 7 stories prior to the one you watching now, and you watching the one you watching now because of hype, because you heard it was good, but you done missed all the build up, like you know what I'm saying? But people are really on that though. They really be in their feelings about certain things. I understood everything because I watched everything up until now.
Me too. I'm like, I need to know what's going on. Like I said, even if I don't feel like it's my demographic.
Yeah, because
She
I
Hulk.
wasn't digging
I
Miss
felt
Marvel either like that. Like that wasn't really my thing, but I
exactly.
watched it because I want to know about the character. I know about the character in the comics, but from the MCU's perspective, and I think she's gonna be an X-Man, not an
Well, yeah, well, she gonna be in there somewhere. She
Avenger.
gonna be in somebody's crew. I just need to know how she gonna get up in this crew. I'm
Yeah,
just like, if y'all gonna give me background information, I'm gonna receive it. Even though I'm like, if it ain't for me, I can watch it and judge it for myself and be like,
I
okay,
just think
this.
that the biggest thing is that like they're really giving us these stories the way that they're presented in the comics. Because like
Mm,
the comics that take a very benign side story about a singular character, and that character get carried into the main story over time. And it's like they're doing that, but on screen.
mm.
So like for me, that's the best part because that's how you adapt a medium. Like you're adapting comics. So do them like the comics. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. And I don't know what people want these days and then how their attention span is. Because I'm just like, I mean, I know it's a lot to follow along with Loki, but I'm sure you can get the gist of the story or YouTube it. Something. Yeah, it's the explanation out there. Find out what's really going on so you can truly enjoy it. But if you just sit in your confusion, like I don't know what's going on, then instead of you saying I don't get it, they will say, "Oh, it's trash."
Oh yeah.
Okay, because
Cause
is this trash or is your attention span trash? Which is it?
I mean, like I always be saying about calculus, folks don't understand calculus, so the calculus is stupid.
And I'm one of them. I do not know the first thing about it. I know I'm never going to need it, but you know what? Somebody,
The calculus is not stupid.
it's some mathematicians out there, and that's y'all's thing, and I'll let y'all have it. Well,
Oh,
it took a lot of it did take a lot because with Loki you actually have to pay attention, and I've had to, even me watching it, because I always watch things while I'm doing like schoolwork or doing work notes, and so if I feel like I missed it, just go back.
I mean, you got Disney Plus. It ain't like you gotta go back to the theaters and watch it again.
Exactly. I'm like, pause, let me rewind that part. Pause, let me rewatch that. Pause. Okay, maybe I need to start it from the beginning because I feel like if I don't do that, I will miss a lot. And I have missed a lot by not paying attention. But if you
Yeah,
paid attention, it's not that complicated. Long story short, they spent the whole season trying to figure out how to stop these branches of timeline from being destroyed. Because apparently the loom to hold the timelines was not strong enough. It could hold the sacred timeline, and anything that wasn't on that was,
trash.
it was gone. It was poof. Um,
Yeah,
and basically, he who remains knew this. But honestly, he didn't care about anything but the sacred timeline. So he was just letting it happen. And it took Loki time traveling through centuries to actually figure it out, figure out how time works, figure out how to manipulate time, and to understand that he now has to take the place of he who remains in making sure that all the branches of the multiverse are not like in chaos anymore, which shows a good character arc for Loki because old Loki probably would not have cared. This one actually does
yeah.
because
I mean,
he has friends now. He has people who he wants to see live their lives, and he see people have things to do. So he's actually being more responsible with it now, which shows, you
yeah.
know, Loki has come a long way.
You remember that? You remember that movie, Edge of Tomorrow with Tom Cruise? He kept dying over and over again.
Mm-hmm.
You remember like how he ended up falling in love with that chick because he kept meeting her like every time he died. So he
Mm-hmm.
got to know her over time, but she really didn't know him. That's
Mm-hmm.
what that felt like to me with Loki. Like he kept going back. They didn't know who he was, what was going on, or whatever, but he was learning them.
Yes.
And like they taught him like quantum physics or whatever. So it's like he was interacting with them over centuries. So
Mm-hmm.
like they became like his people. They were his people. So that, like this by like his sacrifice at the end, it made sense because Loki never really fought for nobody other than Loki.
Mm-hmm.
But like now he's grown with these people over centuries,
Mm-hmm.
and like so that sacrifice was very. It wasn't as hard as you would think for the simple fact that he had built that relationship with them.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I would have liked to see some of that.
Mm-hmm.
But I still like the way they did it though. Like we got the gist, you know what I'm saying? Like in a comic book, you would have read that. It was, you know what I'm saying? We would have read more of his interactions with them along the way. But the TV series, it kind of like crammed a lot in the finale. So,
Yeah, yeah, it did. If anything, I would say I wish that the series was a little bit longer. So like you said,
like two more episodes.
that we could have seen some of this. I actually would have liked to even seen some of uh Loki going back in time and looking at himself and Thor as a child and their interactions. Like I wanted to see him be able to reflect on how he became this god of mischief that he was portraying and to now what is it, the god of stories, because that's out the comic book.
I mean, he's like, I don't know what he got up now. uh, But like I get I mean I had a hypothesis going into it. I thought Loki was gonna form like the multiverse Avengers at the end or whatever, and that kind of didn't rock out. So I'm gonna be real with you. I don't know where they going. Like I don't know where they going with it exactly. You know what I'm saying? I gotta watch the Marvels though. It might be some answers in there, but
Right. And it's the fact that Loki can actually see everything now
yeah, he's
because
like
he's literally watching the he could see everything happening um all at once. It kind of makes me think of um in the Marvel what if. So the that one dude that's like what is he called? The Watcher
the
that's just
Watu.
that's
Yeah,
just
the
standing
Watcher.
by like watching everything happen and watching everything unfold.
Yeah, so Loki really on some sacrificial stuff because he gotta be there.
Mm-hmm.
It's like he's stuck there. You know what it really reminds me of? You know the Greek Titan dude Atlas with the world on his back. He gotta
Mm.
hold the planet up.
Mm-hmm.
Like it give me those kind of vibes. Like he gotta maintain the timelines himself with his power and giving them a chance. It's like, yo, that's wild. That is a big turnaround for that character. He
Oh,
was super freaking selfish.
oh yeah. Oh yeah. Expect and he could not be trusted either.
At all. Like, not at all. It was the most backstabbing.
He could not trust
Oh
him. He'll
man.
lie to you in your face. He will steal. He will kill. Loki just did not care about
Yeah,
nothing.
man. He kept trying to throw it up.
He really did.
It took Thor so long to get like ahead of Loki's lies.
Right. I think we've seen a little crack of that though in Infinity War when at the end he kind of tried to, you know, save his brother right there at the end or actually do something good for his brother and his people against Thanos. I think
Yeah,
that kind of
I really
showed
think
like a little bit of what that he had it in him.
yeah. I really think it kind of came out in him. Like they were adversarial in Thor Ragnarok. Like they were kind of against each other a little bit.
Mhm,
Loki was still playing his tricks. You know, he was still playing games with the little game master dude or whatever.
mhm,
But like through that, Loki kind of be like he had a chance to like take the Infinity Stone and leave everybody. You know what I'm saying? When Thor told him to get the Surtur's helmet, or Surtur's crown or whatever, the big fire monster dude at the end of Ragnarok. And like so, but instead of doing that, he grabbed the Tesseract, which was the Infinity Stone, and he grabbed the helmet and he came back. Usually the Loki we know of would have freaking left would have left with the space stone or whatever. But you know what I'm saying? So like he was turning, you know, he was slowly but surely turning. But
mhm.
like I always thought there was love there between him and Thor, regardless. Cause they did grow up together, you know.
And that's why I
But
feel like in the series they could have gave us if they would have extended the episodes they could have gave us a little bit of um their interactions as children, especially with him saying admitting to Sylvie that uh he's really doing all of this at the end of the day, so he won't be alone. Like, where did
yeah,
that stem from? What did he had Thor growing up, so where did the loneliness come in? Like, did they not play together? Were they too
he
busy
probably
being
had that. He probably had that black sheep feeling, you know, because you know he wasn't really part of the family. Like he didn't know
right?
that at first,
Mm-hmm.
but he was the child of a freaking of the frost giant king
Mm-hmm.
that Odin took when he was a little kid and raised him as his own. So
Mm.
like he might have had like that outside looking in feeling like I feel like I don't belong with these people type thing. Cause Thor always loved Loki, man. Like he always gave him a chance because he loved him. So it wasn't like Loki wasn't loved. You know what I'm saying? it just seemed like he didn't have a reason to love.
And I think that's what makes his evolution so much more because we see that he came a long way. And something about him in that story, like his whole character arc, makes me somehow think that that was still all a part of He Who Remains plan.
Oh yeah, well, I kind of felt that when cause like August season two is like an extension of the season one finale, pretty much.
Mm,
Cause like everything that happened was what he who remains said was gonna happen, pretty much, and it would lead him right back to there, and
mm-hmm,
it led him right back to there, and like the first, if I'm not mistaken, the first offer that Kang pretty much gave them was to take his place.
mm-hmm,
And that's what ended up
mm-hmm,
happening in the end. So, but they did it. Loki still did it his own way though. Cause Kang wanted the little timeline thing to be intact. He didn't want it to be destroyed. Because he knew that would release the other Kangs.
right.
So
Mm-hmm,
Loki still did it in his own way, but it still ended up how Kang designed it to happen.
mm-hmm.
Yeah,
And
he is one of those
yeah,
steps ahead of you type of characters.
yes, his Jonathan Majors performance as He Who Remains and Victor Timely and Kane in one season. Those were three different people. They were distinctly three different people that he played. And you could tell it really shows his acting abilities.
Yeah, he got range.
Exactly, because we see how Kane is more stoic and very serious because you could tell that he's been through a lot and he's not here to play games with nobody like Kane's like I don't have time for this foolishness. I've
Yeah,
seen enough. And Victor Timely is still out here trying to figure things out. He's still trying to understand things, somewhat of a scam artist. And then He Who Remains,
definitely a scam artist.
definitely, but he was scamming all these old racist white people. So I was like,
White people.
yeah, do what you got to do.
Damn right.
do 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 you?
Yeah, I like Victor Timely, yo. That was a dope character.
Do you? And then He Who Remains, who's so wise and knows so much that he's a bit eccentric.
Yeah, I mean, he's been living at the end of time by himself for forever. Like his eccentricism is like to be expected because it's like, what else are you gonna do? You're talking to yourself. You with yourself every day. The only thing he had was that freaking AI Miss Minutes to keep him
Ooh,
company. Yeah, she was a psycho. She was a sociopath.
I was just gonna say, are we gonna, when we talk about villains, we need to put Miss Minutes in the villains conversation. She is not, that little clock was something else. I said she is literally she could be in one of the Terminator movies
Yeah, bro. She
because
she
when
did
she
get her
see
Skynet on,
when them people was up there dying in that room, did you see how happy she
bruh, bruh. You slowly crushing these people
was? Right.
with a cube.
She was excited about it, like she was waiting on this moment to happen so she could witness it. I said, this little clock is something else. Who turned her off? Why do y'all keep turning her back on? Because every time y'all turn her on, she starts some stuff.
Yeah,
And
man.
she's manipulative.
Hell yeah, I was just about to say that. She be playing folks against each other.
She really do. And because she know too much. And of course she does not have the moral standards of a human. So she's just out here just acting like 10 types of crazy with no morality and no values. and y'all keep letting her get away with it because she sprinkle y'all a little tea every now and then.
Yeah, man.
No, she's a true villain. She gonna be a true villain. If we keep thinking about time and how time concepts work in the multiverse, she is a villain, and nobody wants to see it because she's this cute little clock with a southern accent. Y'all not seeing it. Like I see you, Miss
Yeah,
Minutes.
she
Before
pretty antagonistic. She's
exactly, but
very self-serving for AI. She has a lot of personality. That's her problem.
she got the wrong personality. She over here trying to find, she's trying to infiltrate a human body. No, that
She
is
was trying
not.
to get, she was trying to get with freaking Victor. It's like, yo, how would you feel, little clock? Thing coming on to you? Like, what the hell?
I was like, I know he fine, girl, but it ain't that serious. You was about to kill everybody around.
Yeah, she was
And
about it. She was about it. She was with it.
she,
She was with it. She didn't care.
as we can see, she don't care about nobody dying. She don't care about nobody losing
No.
their life around her, as long as it's gonna benefit her. We she need to be added to the Marvel villains list because no, we ain't talking about Miss Minutes enough. She be sliding under the radar just because it's this cute little clock. No, ma'am, you get on the villains list too. Okay, I'm
Yeah,
actually more scared of Miss Minutes than I am of Ultron.
they brought. Yeah, they. She is a little more terrible. Ultron was funny though. This man is like horrifying. Ultron was cracking jokes,
But see,
but he was based off of Stark, so
exact. But
it is
see,
what it is.
Ultron, he can give you a hint of being terrifying. She be flying under the radar. That's the problem.
Yeah, it's the one with the smile that's scary.
Exactly. Be smiling, batting eyelashes and stuff. Like y'all didn't think it was a problem when she was chasing around people looking like a big behind ghost, and y'all didn't see her cracking then that she could transform like that.
Yeah, man.
I'm just like I'm sorry. We had to take a minute for that. She yeah, because she's not being talked about as a villain enough, and I don't understand why she's not. Because if y'all don't see that, they're not paying attention to what she's doing.
Yeah, she was a dope little character though. She had, I mean, and they didn't they like turn her back on at the end?
Exactly. That's why I say they keep turning her on.
Yeah, that's right. And because dude was like, because OB was like, what not OB, but the other guy was
hmm
talking about would she be homicidal again or whatever.
They're acting like, no, we got her in check. Y'all didn't know what y'all had her in last time. Y'all don't
Yeah,
remember
like she just left last time.
that.
She left
Y'all
and nobody knew what she.
exactly when she disappeared in the first season. She's just like, I'm out of here. And yeah, we're gonna have to watch out for her. I think she's actually supposed to come back in one of the movies. I can't remember which one, but they did say she's coming back, of course.
But they changed a lot of stuff because I don't know if they're doing Kane Dynasty no more.
Speaking of being in that, Loki, because see they're able to now say because Loki is watching all the timelines and whatever that he could probably do some stuff and switch around how things with Kang is going, which would be stupid because we built up this whole Kang dynasty
Yeah,
waiting on
Kane is
that
a pretty good
like
character.
and to scrap it all of a sudden. I don't think that's the best decision. I mean, we got to wait to see if when the legal issues, pan out. But hell, y'all replace Rhodey. I mean, if we got to do a
I
character swap,
mean,
Loki, all Lokis don't look the same. All Spider-Man don't look the same.
yeah, I do feel like they could still ride with a Kang. It doesn't have to be Jonathan Majors, like, for right now. And if his legal problems end up being no problem at all, then he can come back. And like it wouldn't be no issue because
Because there's
variants and
variants.
stuff. But but like at the end they show Victor Timely as a kid. Um I think they could go like if I was well, I would go that route because there is a younger version of Kane who kind of becomes like a young Iron Man or whatever, in the comics. So like there's a lot they can play around with Kane. Like he doesn't have to be he doesn't have to be looking like Jonathan Majors to still exist in the Marvel universe.
Correct.
But
Because
I don't know
the
where they're going with that. I just hope they do something that don't piss me off. Like, cause they do some stuff, man, like with Taskmaster and Black Widow, that pissed me off. Like, they be doing some stuff that I don't like, but at the same time, it is the best like adaptation of comic books there is right now. So
do
I
you
can't complain.
do you think that they will use Loki's character to make a MCU reset?
Say it again.
Do you think because Loki is controlling the branches, do you think that they will use him
Hmm.
to do an MCU reset? Like maybe say, oh, he doesn't
Oh
like
yeah.
this, or oh, maybe he doesn't like that. So Loki can change it around, or he can destroy these timelines or push them together. Like, do you think they will use him to reset?
I think they're gonna do like a number of things at the same time. And I think like his thing is gonna be part of it. Because they had the whole Doctor Strange breaking the multiverse himself.
Mhm.
And then, Spider-Man put it back together, but he kinda reset his own time, putting himself kind of outside of time or whatever, because he remembers everything, but nobody else does.
Mm-hmm.
And then like you got Loki, but then the Deadpool movie coming up is supposed to have Deadpool and Wolverine going to multiple universes themselves.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's gonna be like a collection of all these events that's gonna culminate into like, you know, revamping the MCU. Like, in my opinion, they probably gonna do something that's like Secret Wars is a comic book series or whatever, something like that. And they get a whole bunch of heroes and villains, and they all fight it out in this on this like war planet or whatnot. And like they probably gonna have like heroes and stuff from like like Halle Berry probably gonna be in there joint Storm. You know what I'm saying? It's probably gonna have like all of them in there. And I'm hoping all they ass die so we could get so we could get the new X-Men.
Because I mean, we are Marvel is like slowly teasing us, no, bringing in, mutants little by little. But come on with these new X-Men. Come on.
Man, they got bruh. Like they can't drop the ball on Storm. Ain't nobody black plays Storm yet. Like nobody with both their parents black plays Storm yet. And like blackness is such a big part of her identity. It's crazy. But yeah, so hopefully the MCU will do her right. But no, like I think they're gonna use this. Like they're building things up to like explain how they reset this. Cause
Mm-hmm.
like reboots are hard to do, man. Like an in universe reboot and make it make sense and everybody follows along with what happened. That kind of stuff is hard to do. So they're taking their time with it.
They need because I'm been waiting on them to bring out their X-Men for a long time, and they
Yeah,
still
like the
ain't.
first time we gonna see X-Men in the MCU gonna be this Deadpool movie.
Yeah, I love Deadpool. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Hello.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, you froze for a second.
Okay, I'm here. I love Deadpool. He's hilarious. And
Yeah,
I wish they would
that's a
I
different
wish they
breed.
would they be trying to they again they always be trying to throw itty bitty little X-Men in there. Just give it to us. It's taking to me it's still taking too long.
It is taking a long time, yo.
Because see, they could have been like, are we gonna build up the X-Men? Or are we gonna build up the Avengers? Like we got these two groups of people that we got to build up. And when we gonna get all the Avengers, the new Avengers in one movie? When are we gonna see uh Moon Knight and what is it? Shang-Chi and uh you know new Captain America and who's still alive? Clint,
Captain Falcon.
you know, Bucky's still alive, Clint's still alive. He can't hear that well, but he's he's still
Yeah,
alive.
but like
The Hulk is still alive.
Hawker the actor got hurt. What's his name? Renner.
God, he did. I mean, he ain't got to be out here shooting arrows. Like he could just be at the house. he could he could be at the house. Why ain't nobody visiting Steve Rogers at the retirement home? We know he's still alive. Y'all can at least stop by and bring him a cup of coffee or the newspaper or something. Like I don't understand why they're not going to go visit him.
I kind of want to see old Cap fighting.
I want them to
Did
just
that.
go ahead. I just want them to go ahead. I want them to sit out on the front porch and drink some lemonade. I want somebody to tell him what's going on so he can know what's happening in the world since he just think everything is gonna be all right. No, I want you to know, and I want to know how he felt about Johnny Walker walking around with his little ugly
With his
suit,
shield.
get, getting beat up by the Dora. I need
I
him
mean,
somebody go fill him in on this stuff.
I feel like they wanted us to hate John Walker, but like he wasn't that bad of a character. He kind of had some like typical white boy angst going on. But you gotta think about it. Like his best friend was Lamar, fam. Like he was really down. You know what I'm saying? Like,
And he could get them hands too.
I'm just saying, like, that boy Walker, he just felt inadequate. That's what it was. He's supposed to be Captain America. Everybody around him was like super as hell, and he was a regular ass dude with a shield. So it's
uh,
like
the Dora was regular people.
they freaking Wakandan. I don't care. Like they come from Wakanda.
And Bucky just stood by and looked.
Yeah, man. Both of them did. Falcon and Bucky, like
They
they
knew it
just
was gonna
lying.
happen. They knew what was gonna happen. I'm gonna go
Oh
watch
man,
that
we
when it
all
come
over the
out.
place, man. We gotta get back to Loki. We talk about the whole MCU.
This is part of the MCU. Loki is the MCU now.
Now, yeah, he is.
He is the tree. He is the tree of life now. He is sitting there being the tree of life. He is the MCU. He is watching
Homie finally
everything.
got his throne though.
Exactly. Oh, he the god now of it. He's sitting there watching.
Yeah, he the god of gods.
I wonder what Thor would feel about it.
Man, like I was thinking that when it happened, I was like, bro, gotta they gotta have Thor meet this version of Loki. Like, there's no way. Cause like then it just be too many, it'd just be one big ass loose end.
Hmm.
If Thor never meets this Loki, I'll be totally disappointed. I doubt they do that. They can't do us like that.
Especially with Thor and all the struggles that he went through with his mental health. Like I really would want to know what he thinks of his brother making that like ultimate sacrifice
Sacrifice,
so
yeah.
that him and his friends and their friends and the little girl that Thor is raising, like I wonder how he would feel about that now. I really want to see that played out somewhere somehow.
Yeah, yeah, I dig that. Yeah, I'm hoping they do that. They'll do it.
What did you think of all the symbolism in Loki too? Especially starting with OB, the new character, and there was so many uh, symbols of circles and time loops that you had to like always second guess: Are you in a time loop? Is this a time loop? Is this a cycle? Is this something that was supposed to happen? Is this something that they already expected? Have we been through this yet?
Yeah, Ouroboros. I mean, there's the symbol is the snake eating itself.
Mm,
Like, it kind of all starts with OB though, because it's his manual
mm-hmm.
that comes to Victor Timely
Mm-hmm.
when he's a child. So it's like, I mean, Ouroboros kind of explained it. You know, he says the snake eating itself. Like
Mm-hmm.
he was reading the manual that was written by Timely, well, by Kang, and Kang's reading the manual that was written by Timely. They were both inspired by each other. It's
Mm-hmm.
kind of like what was the first manual though? What like what was the first before the loop happened? What was the first, timeline? But I don't know. I think that was pretty cool. They were dropping hints that we were gonna go back to like the finale of season one, pretty much
Well, see,
because I mean
and
the
thinking
entire
of
idea,
yeah,
but the
those
entire
time
idea
loops.
was needing more time. I need more time, and then like where can you find more time at the end of freaking time?
So that makes me think this Kang plan to take the timelines back from Loki at some point. Or did Loki control the timelines? Kang took them away, and then he made Loki think that he could control them again because he knew he was the only one that could do it. Like, are they in a
Oh
time
no,
loop?
that's a lot.
Exactly. Are they in a time loop together? I don't trust He Who Remains.
I mean, like Kang did say, well, he who remains, he did say, did you think I would just let her kill me? Like he definitely had that shit planned out. But yeah, it does. The question is always gonna be like, did Loki outsmart him in the end, or did it work according to plan? It's one or the other.
But with the
But
symbolism and the time loops,
well, we'll know soon enough. I haven't heard anything about the Marvels yet, or like if it has anything to do with the timelines. I do know it got like something in there that you want to see. But other than that, I don't know if it got to do
is,
with the timelines, but I'm pretty sure we'll
is
get
Michael B. Jordan in there?
no.
Okay.
Why the hell will Michael B. Jordan be in the Marvels?
Killmonger
Killmonger
might.
super dead. He's so dead.
Maybe one of them visited the ancestral blade. I don't know.
Oh my god. Ain't but
Marvel.
one of them black.
She might have had
Oh
a
man.
grandma or a granddad, great granddad from Wakanda. I
Right.
don't know. We don't
Right.
know. It's
Right.
all
Everybody black from Wakanda.
it's all a loop.
Wakanda don't even claim black folks. We talking about everybody black from Wakanda.
And and Nick Fury Nick Fury and Falcon, they up here wondering why they ain't been invited, why they can't be in Wakanda hanging out and stuff.
I mean, real talk though. During the funeral, where was Bucky? Like, what was you at, fam? He ain't get no invite.
Don't want his crazy ass back in there. They know he be under mind control and stuff.
Nah, he was straight.
Coming over
He,
there messing up
they
funeral
the ones that
services.
got him straight. They took care of him for a year or two. He couldn't come back and pay his respects. Come on, man.
They did. They got
Everybody had another child that died. Like, what was the rest of the Avengers?
they don't want y'all over there. They said T'Challa tried to open it up. As soon as he died, they closed it back.
He closed it back. I was like, all right, we done with that chapter.
We tried. We tried, but it's ghetto over there, so we can go ahead and close the door back.
Oh man, I like Wakanda. They also uppity black people, but I like Wakanda though.
I mean, would you not be if you lived in Afro-futuristic world and then you came to America and you was in Atlanta and saw how ghetto it was?
I mean, yeah. I mean, I would, but damn, like help a brother out, like.
Well, that's what Killmonger was trying to do, and y'all ain't want him to succeed.
Nah, he was trying to help himself. Killmonger was about self, man. He ain't telling me nothing. He was an African warlord. You know how the warlord we talk about? The People's Republic or whatever. Nigga, you want money and power. He wanted
Y'all ain't
power.
give him time. You see how Loki
Man,
swung it back around? Killmonger could have came back
he
around.
he
He could
was
have came back.
sending he was sending the weapons to the three sanctum cities. But Doctor Strange folk were protecting all of reality. So it's like, why? Why was you attacking them places? Like he was trying to rule the world, man. Like he wasn't trying to get back. He
He
was
was
trying to
trying.
rule the
He
world.
he didn't have time. His character arc did come all the way. It didn't
Uh-huh.
go to the circle of
He
like.
was too ruthless, man. He was too broken already. He was a broken person. And
I
it just wasn't no
mean,
coming back for him.
Io and them fixed Bucky and his mental health.
He was brainwashed. This nigga Killmonger, Killmonger grew up without a father, and the people from his homeland took his dad from him. Like that's totally different. There's two different levels of rage. Like,
Well, if he would have stuck around for this Andre 3000 album, he could have sat his ass down
oh
and got some
my
Zen
god,
music,
my god,
sat down and meditated and
he was
healed.
gonna be a tyrant. Everybody's gonna have to fight against this dude.
You know
Doctor
what?
Strange is gonna have to fight him. Everybody's gonna have to fight dude.
They did. Even in Marvel What Ifs, he still wasn't gonna do right. I said, dang, they gave you another chance and you still
They
ain't
so did.
right.
Man, pretend to be good.
you still you still doing wrong. It don't matter where you at,
Even
you still
Thanos
doing
got it
wrong.
right the second time. It made him a good guy.
Some people just not gonna do right. Yeah, okay,
Yeah,
and maybe
man.
I get it. But let's see, that's what another thing. Where's Marvel headed with Wakanda? We got a little T'Challa now with Loki holding up time. Are we gonna speed up time? And the next time we see Wakanda, a little T'Challa gonna be looking for Storm.
I hope not. You know, I want to recast T'Challa. They got to recast T'Challa, man. I need the original T'Challa with Storm. They already got me with Ant Man. Like my favorite Ant Man is Hank Pym, and he the old dude. Like they got Scott Lang as the Ant Man. I mean, he cool, but he ain't the one I like. So can I get the T'Challa I like? Oh, there's T'Challa Junior.
No. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
Can I get a recast? I mean, come on, man, give me a T'Challa variant.
Well, at this point, with the like we said, if everything resets, they might. At this point, we don't
Exactly,
even know. At this point, we don't.
exactly.
It's
But
it's
I
up
did
in the
like
air.
Black Panther 2 though. Like people were hating on like Shuri being Black Panther. That movie was dope.
They was only hate because they just didn't want her there. They couldn't hate on her performance. They couldn't hate on her like she was messed up in real life. Like she was really that whole cast was really emotional. And for her to still get out on that screen and still go hard like she did when she felt like Chadwick was her brother for real. And no, just because I don't understand, y'all couldn't even see her performance for what she had to go through to get there.
Yeah, I mean it was a dope movie in general. Everybody did good on that joint.
Oh yeah.
Like,
Oh yeah.
but old buddy, that's Namor. You know he got hit with the sexual assault charges or whatever
Lord.
allegations or whatnot. They just Marvel, man. They baby glad they doing the timeline swaps. They can recast everybody they want to.
At this point, Marvel just said we finna do like DC and we just gonna hit the reset button and start over.
Now I need my history now. I need everything that happened to have happened. We
Uh
gotta keep that.
what I need to have happen is for Blade to come in. So I need Loki to go over there where the vampires is at and push Blade to the forefront because they playing.
You heard about the script?
I they done been through several scripts and they still
They said Blade was like the third lead character in his own movie.
they not see they wouldn't have
I
did
heard it
Wesley.
only
They
had two
wouldn't have did
fights in
Wesley
the
like
whole
that.
movie.
They wouldn't have did Wesley Snipes like
They should have done Mahershala. Mahershala, he got a freaking what is it? What they got? Oscars?
that. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he got one of them. It's like, bruh.
They playing. They playing. And they keep pushing, they playing with him at this point. What? Yeah, you know what? They could have skipped the Black Widow movie and just went straight to Blade because why we don't even care. She's dead. We don't care.
Yeah, I didn't. I don't know why they did a prequel Black Widow movie like that, but I like that movie. I just didn't like Taskmaster because there shouldn't have been no weird chick in a mask. That's not who it is in the comics.
I didn't need it. I didn't need it. And not that the Eternals was super bad, but I mean I would have rather had Blade. We could have put that on
Yeah,
hold for Blade.
Eternals is probably like my least favorite recent Marvel movie, but it did have some dope fight scenes. Like that movie has some cool fight scenes.
We could have saved Thor Love and Thunder and just did Blade.
I like Thor: Love and Thunder. Wait, why you keep trying to kick out all of them?
We didn't need we did not we could have used Blade first.
Blade coming. I think Blade gonna be rated R, so it's the wait is worth it. If he's rated R, you know what I'm saying.
The only thing was good about Thor Love and Thunder was that Idris Elba is still alive in the
Oh
afterlife.
my God,
That's all I cared about the whole
he's not alive. He's in Valhalla or whatever. That's heavy.
Well, I'd be worried about people in the afterlife.
Yeah, he's dead, dead.
You worry about the wrong things.
Terrible.
I know. But I
Nah, Thor: Love and Thunder had a lot of lore in it though. Like that's probably like because I don't read a lot of Thor, but like I've skimmed through the books that they used for that movie, and there's a lot of set pieces like on film that's like directly from the books, and it's like a lot of Marvel films aren't like that. Like
mm,
they pull pretty closely from the book sometimes, but Thor: Love and Thunder was probably the most like scan like frame by frame accurate, like panel by panel accurate with like the comics.
mm,
That's why I appreciated it because it was a different take on like a comic book adaptation. But like they got all the imagery right from the books.
mm.
So I really fox with it.
I still think that they could have put Blade ahead of that. They could have waited.
Man,
Could have
Blade is
waited.
coming. Blade is coming. They had the freaking writer strike and the actor strike. So
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't think it's but one movie done, and that's Deadpool. It's coming out next year.
Yeah.
So I think next year just one Marvel movie. As far as I know,
Yeah. Well, y'all let us know what y'all think about Loki season two. Did you like it better than season one? Did you
we ain't talked that much about it.
were you confused? You
Ah,
you get what you get sometimes, regardless. Okay, we go where the MCU is going, and that's a whole lot of nowhere. So,
yeah, at this point, we here for the ride, but we don't know where the hell we going.
like, I'm going. Where I'm going. I could tell you where we're going. I don't even know at the speed, but we're going somewhere. The whole it might be a whole lot of nowhere, and I guess we just gonna be the blind leading the blind at this point, and just seeing what's happened. But I'm gonna stick beside them. I'm
Oh
gonna stick
yeah, it's
beside.
the best quality content that I've seen still to this day coming to theaters and coming on streaming. So the only thing that I put above what's recently been dropped, freaking GNV was hard. GNV and freaking Invincible is dope too. But other than that, Nah, it's like MCU and there's everything else for me. Until
Uh,
DC get they freaking act together,
well,
hopefully they come back with something.
MC gonna be right behind them, dropping all this tea. Oh, we not gonna do Kane Dynasty. Oh, we gonna recast it. Oh, we gonna change the script with this one. Y'all figure it out so I can get these movies and shows and stuff. I'm not complaining like everybody else. There's all other people complaining. It's making them switch around stuff. Y'all be quiet and let them work.
Yeah, let them
Let
do
them
their thing.
let them work. And if you
You
don't
don't want
like it,
nobody to cook. You don't want nobody to cook, man.
if they don't like it,
Everybody, too many
pick up the
cooks in the
book.
kitchen.
Exactly. Y'all don't like what they doing, go read the comic books and then like that part. Cause see, a lot of
Exactly.
y'all not even reading the books. Y'all don't care what the stories say. Y'all don't even know, like when they take straight from the comic books and put it in the movies, then you be mad about it. You can't satisfy everybody.
Okay.
Marvel, do your thing. Y'all want to follow them books? I'm here for it. I'm here for the long run, even if it gets ridiculous and foolish. It's too late. I'm invested. It's too late. Like Walking Dead, I can't help it
I
now.
know, right?
I'm too late. Y'all
Been
done
in
got
the
me for
game
life.
for 10 years.
I'm invested. It is too late to turn back now. So yeah, you guys let us know what you think about Loki, what you think about him now being the tree of life. I don't even know if that's what it's called. I'm gonna call him the tree of life.
I
Because
think
at
it's
this
like
point,
Yggdrasil, the world tree or something. It's something. It's a tree that's in Norse mythology, I think, if
yes,
I'm not mistaken. I don't
he
be reading Thor like that.
he is the tree of life. He's holding the branches. He looks that he's sad that he can't be a part of it, but I think he feels a sense of purpose now.
Hmm.
So I think that's a good thing. So tell me what you guys think about Loki and his character arc. Do you guys think that he's changed for real? Do you think that if he sees something he don't like in these timelines, he gonna start changing stuff because he can? What do y'all see? What do you foresee in the future of the multiverse? Because Loki is the tree of life or whatever you call it. And how do you foresee this impacting MCU films moving forward? And don't forget to hit that subscribe button as always.
Peace.